This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
When systems go down, when tickets pile up, and your best tech walks out the door, what does all that really cost you? At CBT Nuggets, we help IT teams stay sharp, confident, and certified with online training that's built for the real world. From cybersecurity to cloud, our expert-led courses help your team close skill gaps before they turn into business risks. Invest in your team. Go to cbtnuggets.com/solutions and unlock training that makes your team sharper and your systems stronger.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Hey, from what I've seen here online, Bruno Mars allegedly does not have a gambling debt. It says here that he owed $50 to $90 million in gambling debts. But the MGM is denying it, and so are all these publications. There's only one publication out there that I found that says, oh, no, that's absolutely true. Bruno Mars, it came from, I don't know, hot97.com. I don't know what that is. I imagine it's a radio station. But everybody else is denying that Bruno Mars owes money for gambling. I guess he's a big poker player. And I don't know how you get it $90 million down in poker. I think you have to go slots, craps, blackjack, roulette. I think that's how you get there. But all these other publications are saying it's not true. MGM Resorts says it's not true. U.S. Weekly said there's no. Billboard says there's Bruno Mars jokes about his gambling debt rumors. So according to Billboard magazine, while MGM refuted reports of $50 million gambling debt compiled by Bruno Mars last year, the superstar still has some fun with the casino rumors. Bruno hit the jackpot to break a Spotify listener record earlier this week when he took to Instagram story on Tuesday to celebrate the feat of even joked about taking a chunk of his alleged debt to the MGM. He said, "I'll be out of debt in no time." The 15-time Grammy winner captioned the post. He's becoming the first artist to eclipse 150 million monthly Spotify listeners in the platform's history. Well, his tour made $300 million. So even if he was $50 million in debt, he certainly had the money to pay it off. But I wonder why that rumor is out there. And it's out there, anytime 1,000 publications are denying a rumor, I always think, okay, there might be something there. There must be something there. But I guess there's not. I guess the guy's, he likes to play poker, but he's not in debt. According to all these publications, guy's debt-free. All right, let's talk about there's a recall here, and I know it's allergy season, and a lot of people take Benadryl. Oh, Benadryl, beautiful drug. But I know there's a lot of places, too. If you go to a CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid, I think it's one of those drugs where you can only buy 7 of them a week, and you have to go buy back the next week and buy 7 and show your license. And I remember when my daughter or wife was taking Benadryl, I went to pick it up for her, and they only gave me 6 or 7, and then had to go back the next week to get her 7 more. It's a pain in the ass. But I guess people are taking Benadryl and getting high. So everybody else has to pay for it. If you got allergies, you got to pay for it. And going back over and over and over just to get 7 or 10 pills. But there's a recall. Recall with Benadryl. Let's find out what's going on with this Benadryl. Big dog with this Benadryl. But Benadryl does work. I've taken it in the past. It works beautifully. If you have any kind of allergy, man, that can really help you out.
A drug manufacturer is recalling about 2,300 bottles of a liquid Benadryl elixir due to a risk of child poisoning.
Oh, no. This is important. Listen to this. Don't half-ass this. This is important. It can help, affect your kids.
A drug manufacturer is recalling about 2,300 bottles of a liquid Benadryl elixir due to a risk of child poisoning.
Oh.
The recall involves 100 millimeter or milliliter bottles sold on Amazon.com between July 2023 and October 2024. The product was sold in a round, dark plastic bottle with a pink and white label on the front with the word Benadryl in blue text. The packing of the products is not child resistant, posing a risk of poisoning if the contents are swallowed by young kids.
Oh, boy. All right. Well, the Benadryl, you got to be careful out there. If you're buying Benadryl online, I don't know who's doing that. But if you're doing that for your kids, be careful. Be careful. All right. The homeless population in Los Angeles County down for a second straight year. That's good news.
After an audit ordered by federal Judge David O. Carter of the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, or LAHSA, criticized the lack of data and financial systems used to keep track of homeless programs, leading to wasteful spending. LAHSA responded Wednesday exclusively to Eyewitness News. The organization released preliminary data from the 2025 point-in-time homeless count conducted not even 1 month ago. The LAHSA data, which covers all of L.A. County except Glendale, Long Beach, and Pasadena, shows for the second year in a row, homelessness is down. The raw data of the
Does anybody believe that?
Shows for the second year in a row, homelessness is down.
I don't know. You'd like to believe it, but I don't see any evidence of that as I drive around.
The raw data of the 2023 count found over 36,000 homeless in L.A. County.
Wow, 36,000 people. And this is not even people living in their car or, 19 people living in an apartment. These are people just living on the street, 36,000.
Found over 36,000 homeless in L.A. County.
Wow.
But a drop was seen last year with over 32,000. And this year, that number is down to 29,000.
The raw data that we're seeing is very encouraging and is showing a 5 to 10% reduction in unsheltered homelessness. That comes from this kind of alignment, the call of a state of emergency, and to focus on sheltered homelessness. And that is encouraging, and that is the reason why we want to see city and county continue to work together.
I was listening to Adam Carolla. He had a great point that homelessness is, if it was an issue of there just aren't enough homes, then the 14,000 people that were burned out of their homes in Pacific Palisades and Altadena, the Eaton fire, the Palisades fire, Malibu, then homelessness would have skyrocketed. But it didn't. It didn't. Almost 100% of the people who were burned out of their homes had a place to go, whether it was a hotel with FEMA, whether it was a friend's, whether they paid and renting a home. These are people who found a place to live. So I think it's more than meets the eye. I think, and Carolla had a great comment. He said that he was staying with Jimmy Kimmel when he was, burned out of Malibu, where he couldn't get back to his condo in Malibu. And he said the reason why he was invited to stay at Jimmy Kimmel's is because last time he stayed at Jimmy Kimmel's, he didn't steal the silverware, money, his wallet, and all of his prescription drugs. So that's why he was allowed to. That's why he was asked back. But if you
the bar, don't steal anything.
Yeah, look, if I think when you invite somebody in who is broke and they steal, that's happening in our house. It's happening in our house. My without saying who it was.
You almost did. I wish you would have.
Okay, all right. I had a family member who went through some problems and stole my mom's silverware and sold it. This is 25. This is 30 years ago or so. But my mom discovered her good silverware that she got as a wedding gift when she married my dad was stolen and sold at a, I don't know, what do they call those?
Pawn shop?
Pawn shop. Yes. And they were able to get back, but they had to buy it back. You know, when you have a computer stolen or TV or a camera, a phone or whatever, and it's sold at a pawn shop, you know, you have to buy it back from the pawn shop. You don't just get it back for free.
If you want it back.
Yeah, you want it back. You get it back. You got to pay. I think you paid what they paid for it. I don't think there's a surcharge on it.
There's not?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think they sort of work with the cops that way. But otherwise, the pawn shop would lose a ton of money, you know? And so the way the pawn shop works with the cops is they'll help people get their property back, but they're not going to lose money doing it.
I always wonder, when you pawn something, do you have a choice of whether or not or an option of whether or not you intend to get it back or pay for it back with the ticket, or whether or not you're just, here, give me the money?
No, I think you always have that option, and then, you know, when that date expires.
Oh,
then,
so there's a date.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
so you got like a certain amount of time, and then it's free for all.
Yeah. You want to hear something horrible? A friend of mine who lives in Burbank was writing a book, and he was 800 pages, nearly finished the book. It was going to be done in the next, 3 or 4 weeks. Guy broke in, stole his computer, and he didn't have the book backed up. He did not have it backed up on his computer.
Well, at some point you got to kind of go, yeah.
Buddy, I was thinking the same thing, but I did not say that to him. I did not say.
There's that long pause before you go, God, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I did not say to him, you are an idiot. Because he was already in really despair.
At no point in those 800 pages, after each page, you didn't think, save? At one time?
When I record a commercial here at KFI, I immediately save it. And that only takes me 10 minutes, 20 minutes to do. This guy wrote 800 pages and never backed it up. But guess what? They found that computer at a pawn shop, and he bought it back. And it was able to recoup the book. Yeah. Very lucky guy.
Didn't wipe it.
But how about having to recreate 800 pages of a book? All the research, all the writing.
What was that detail? I forget. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. What happened in chapter 1 again? I don't remember.
How did I get to... Oh.
That's great. Back it up. Back all that crap up. Somebody could come in tonight and steal your stuff.
Back it up.
Back it up, everybody.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
All right, it's Thursday. It seems like Friday. I don't know. Yesterday seemed like Friday. Today seems like Friday. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's March Madness, all these college games going on. What a great time to be in college, for March Madness. Get out there and enjoy those teams. Fly around and watch your college play, or maybe just have a party at home. It's a great time to be in college, kids. Great, great time. All right, back here in Los Angeles, we got a lot going on. We have Puppy Palooza. Have you heard about this? To celebrate National Puppy Day with Puppy Palooza.
And don't forget, our biannual Puppy Palooza event is this Friday. We'll be featuring puppies from SPCA LA. And thanks to our sponsor, Howard's Appliances, all pet adoption fees will be waived.
ABC 7 and Howard's will also be giving away Maytag Pet Pro washer and dryer. Howard to knows people love their pets, and the Pet Pro system removes 5 times more pet hair. For your chance to win, watch for details.
The whole thing is a commercial for a pet removing vacuum. All right, the Boston Celtics have sold. I didn't see this coming. The Boston Celtics have sold, and there's a new owner for the Boston Celtics, and it's sold for more than any other sports team in the history of the world.
Celtics breaking news as well. The Boston Celtics, so let's start with them. They have reportedly been sold. It is a done.
Perfect time to sell them. They're coming off a national championship in the NBA, and you're going to get somebody who has a lot of money, just loves this Boston Celtics, probably born and raised there, and just wants that team.
Deal. This news just coming in. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Melody Mendez.
Hey,
and
Melody.
I'm Jeff Saperstone. Yeah,
Jeff,
we got news of that sale just a short time ago here. $6.1 billion.
Whoa! $6.1 billion.
Here, $6.1 billion.
Remember when the Clippers sold for $2 billion? Everybody thought, wow, man, that's way too much for a team. Way too much for a team. And now it's a bargain.
To a private equity firm out of California. Now, that firm is owned by a man who actually is from Georgetown, Mass. So there are some connections here to the sale. But this has been ongoing for quite some time now. They were announcing this sale right after the championship, and now the team has been sold.
And a lot of people were in the mix in terms of who was going to get it, who was going to try. And it's interesting to see the local connection because...
Yeah, Jeff Bezos was one of them. He put a bid in, and I guess he underbid everybody, and they said, no, you're not going to Amazon.
William Chisholm, this founder of the private equity firm, went to Dartmouth.
Yes.
And as you mentioned, is from Mass. So let's get to Chris Forsberg right now, who has some insight for us. Chris, do we have you?
What's going on, Chris? We got you there, bub?
There you are. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were your thoughts? First thoughts when you saw this come down?
Yeah, what'd you think?
Yeah, so it's interesting. There's been a lot of, you hear prospective bidders. I think all of us were running to Google, especially today. I would love to see the Bill Chisholm search data going up. I think one of the things you find out pretty quickly is that he is a Celtics fan. He has Massachusetts roots, New England roots with going to Dartmouth College. And when you hear things like that, he has an encyclopedic knowledge of the Celtics. I think that's an exciting starting point.
Can you imagine having that kind of money, Crozier, where you just buy a team? Man. You grow up watching the Dodgers or the Rams, Cowboys in your case, and you have enough money where you just buy the stadium and buy the team. That's got to be a cool feeling.
Man.
Yeah.
Money doesn't solve all your problems.
Right. However, I imagine your life gets really busy, though, because they're going to look at you. If the Boston Celtics don't make the playoffs and make a nice long run, they're going to be like, oh, the new owner is cheap. You're going to be hearing a lot of crap, especially in Boston.
Oh, yeah, right.
If you don't win every year in Boston, man, do you hear it?
And with the bad sort of press that the hedge funds get now for buying the big companies and basically just filtering them out and selling off part by part.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people are worried about that right now because it is a hedge fund that's buying them.
Yeah, and when you spend $6 billion for a team, it's hard to make that kind of money back. And then to get good players and sign them to long-term deals.
Yeah, right.
It's just nothing but money going out. And it will be interesting to see if the Boston Celtics remain a hot team after being sold over $6 billion.
The hard point here is that we have to figure out if he's willing to invest in this team. And that's something he can't answer.
Oh, well, he's going to answer. In Boston, they're going to make him.
Until he's in front of a microphone. So we might have to be a little bit wait and see exactly what his plan is for the future of this team.
No, when you come in and you buy a team like the Celtics, you gotta lose more money and get great players and put together a great team. You will get run out of town.
Especially a team like the Celtics, yeah.
Actually, probably exactly like the team like the Celtics. Like, I can't imagine another team.
Just the premier teams, Lakers, going to other sports, the Yankees, Dodgers, all that.
I mean, we occasionally hear, we settle for rebuilding. They don't in Boston. They don't do the rebuilding. The Celtics, it's like, oh, we're not going to go through 3 years of rebuilding. Yeah. You get those players out there tonight.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slip covers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from The Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Lowe's knows tough jobs call for tougher tools. The new DeWalt Elite Series power tool accessories are built to last for the pro who doesn't stop. With precision fitment, durability, and impact resistance, finishing jobs faster has never been easier. Shop the new DeWalt Elite Series at an everyday low price exclusively at Lowe's. We help, you save.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
The day after tomorrow is the big San Juan Capistrano parade. I think it's their 65th annual parade. It's my second annual. I'm a little behind the times.
When was this?
It was last year.
No, I mean, when is this coming?
Oh, day after tomorrow, Saturday. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Crozier is threatening to come down with the lovely one. Still waiting on Angel, Bellio, Richie, Stefouche, the whole gang. Everybody's invited on the show. And if you come, that'll be great. You can push the cart that I'm sitting in for the parade. And that's great. All right, but we do have, the parade is always awesome. And we have Jim Taylor with us. He's the president of the San Juan Capistrano Fiesta Association. I think it's his 8th year. Jim, welcome to the program.
Tim Conway Jr., thank you so much for having me. A lot of people would.
Go on with you, buddy. Hey, do you still have the biggest belt buckle I've ever seen in my life?
I actually have a new one for you.
Is that right? Okay.
I do. I got a 2025 commemorative belt buckle just for you. I'll give it to you on Saturday.
Oh, that's great. I'll have it on eBay on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah,
and this one has no fake gemstones this time around.
Okay. Real classy guy, am I, right?
We're on a budget.
Jim, I loved it last year. It rained throughout the parade, but I thought that sort of added to it. It's going to be beautiful this year.
I figured nature owed us one. It was brutal. I'm just glad, when I texted you and said, hey, do you want a do-over?
Right.
And you're like, I'm there. So we're honored you're going to come and join us. And South Orange County is thrilled you're coming. We've got a ton of calls already.
Yeah.
Tim Conway Jr. sighting.
When you asked me to do it, it was at night. I was buzzed. I said, yep. And then the next day, I'm like, Christ. All right. Well, I guess I'll still do it. What the hell?
Well, Bellio told me what time to call, so it all worked out.
I know. She does that all the time. And I'm threatening, Crozier's threatening to come down, too, with his wife. I hope there's room for everybody.
There is. We still have room we need pooper scoopers. So if somebody could follow your wagon.
Again?
I love the parade. It's all horse-drawn. There's no gas-powered vehicles in it. Is that true?
That's right. It's a completely non-motorized parade, with the exception of an ADA wheelchair or two. We always make an exception.
Sure.
But yeah, everything's horse-drawn. We've got 19 wagon poles. We've got 9 marching bands, over 4,000 participants in the parade. Colorful ballet folklorico dancers.
Got the Clydesdales this year, right?
And that's the highlight there. We've got the Budweiser Clydesdales. I just saw them yesterday when they're doing some practice runs, and those horses are amazing.
Yeah, that's a cool deal. What is the park there that they cordon off, and you've got a lot of booths there where people sell their wares and food?
Yes, we have the Mercado Street Fair. It runs from 9 until 6, and over 100 vendors, 26 food vendors, everything from hats and Western wear. We have a massive kids zone. This is a very family-friendly event. Parking is always a challenge, because we get 50,000 plus people down there.
Right.
I would suggest they take Metrolink. Metrolink's doing a $10 ticket. Kids ride free. It drops you right in the heart of San Juan Capistrano, and you can park somewhere else.
Ooh, I might do that. Might catch a train down there. I had a terrific time last time. I was there with a state senator, I believe.
Yes, Lori Davies, Assemblywoman.
Lori Davies. Is she going to be there again this year?
She will be in the parade this year. But you remember last year, it wasn't just the rain that was causing an issue. Your wagon showed up late, so you shared a wagon with her, and that was awesome. But this year, I've got a special wagon just for you and your family.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to be great. We got you at the very front of the parade, so you'll be able to get out if you want. But if not, we'd love for you guys to stick around. I've got a golf cart sitting there with your name on it that will ferry you back to where all the festivities are.
Wow. All right. Well, I love it. I thought the parade route was great. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. It was just perfect. You guys really know how to put on a parade.
We appreciate that. 65 years, we finally learned something.
And what's the newer hotel down there that's also spectacular?
That is the Inn at the Mission. They are our parade sponsor this year. Our presenting sponsors are St. Margaret's Episcopal School and Farmers and Merchant Bank, and Inn at the Mission. That's a beautiful hotel right across the street from the Mission San Juan Capistrano.
How old is that
they
hotel?
Are sponsor. Just a couple of years.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Just a couple of years. I do have to tell you, I got a video of Mission San Juan today. The Swallows have returned.
Oh,
great.
Schedule.
They are back. They heard you were going to be in the parade.
Yeah. Have they ever passed on a year? Have you ever missed the Swallows? Like they're not coming this year?
No. They get the memo. They've got their calendar set. I don't know how they show up, but they always show up on or about March 19th. And sure enough, they're here.
I love also the bars that line the parade route. They're always packed, and everybody's behaving down there, which I enjoyed.
Yes. Well, it's taken a while to get them in the line, but yes, San Juan is an amazing town. You got the Swallows Inn right there.
And what do we know?
In all of California.
What do we know about the Grand Marshal this year?
Grand Marshal is Kathy Holman. She runs the Equestrian Center, and she runs an organization called Otramos, which is they use rescue horses to help people with PTSD, depression, things like that. She's a big stalwart in the equestrian community. But an awesome do-gooder.
Yeah, I get that. I've never been described as a do-gooder. But that's great. I hope that so it starts at 11. What time do you want me down there? 12?
If you want to get, you know what? If you show up at 12, we'll make arrangements. But we'll stop the parade. Wait, Tim just showed up. And we'll insert you somewhere, and you know what? Everybody will love you anyway. If you want to get down there, 9 or so. The main streets close at 10, so it's always a challenge. So if you can get in there before 10 o'clock,
okay,
we'll be good to go.
I also like the warm up to the parade. Everybody's in it. Everybody's excited. The kids are excited. It's a really cool deal, man.
Well, every announcer is a diva, and we have 22 announcers.
Okay.
And so they all put on a pre-show to try and get the attendees who are walking past their booth to stay for the rest of the parade. So we do have pre-show entertainment. We've got line dancers coming out. We've got some special singers coming out. And I go out in the street with a camera and a cordless microphone and do stupid trivia and give away even stupider prizes.
Jim Taylor's with us, the president of the San Juan Capistrano Fiesta Association. I know you can't do this without big sponsors, so let's plug away. Who's giving the big checks this year?
Farmers and Merchant Bank, St. Margaret's Episcopal School, and Inn at the Mission. Those are our three number one sponsors.
All right, let's do it again. Farmers and Merchant
Bank, St. Margaret's Episcopal School, and Inn at the Mission. There are three title sponsors, and funded parade. The city of San Juan, I suppose you could say, is the biggest sponsor because they pay a chunk.
Right.
But as far as the private communities, the businesses, the donations, the fundraisers, it's pretty much a community funded parade.
And what do you do?
The community comes out to support it.
What do you do with cops down there? You have your own police force, or you Orange County Sheriff?
Orange County Sheriff, they're phenomenal. Right. They have a great presence. You'll see. It's a very secure place.
I love it. And so tell us what goes on. Is there a Friday event or is it just Saturday and Sunday?
Well, Friday we do this thing called Huskow Day, where we travel around town with a portable jail, and we arrest people who are not dressed in Western clothing. That's always fun. And then at 4 o'clock in Los Rios Park, I do our 10th annual frog jumping contest where I have a Mark Twain impersonator and I teach children how to gamble.
Oh, that's cool.
That's always fun. Yeah, they bet on the frogs.
Oh, that's great, man. That really is cool. You know, I met Don Barnes. I think I've met him in the past, but he was at an event that I was emceeing in Huntington Beach for their award show. Is he going to be down there? Don Barnes, the sheriff of the Orange County Sheriff's Department?
Yeah, he may be. We have quite a big police presence. He's not in the parade as an entry,
right?
But I'm pretty sure he's going to be down there. You know, it's amazing. In 2022, we had to cancel the horses because of that statewide horse quarantine because of the virus.
Oh yeah.
And Don Barnes led off the parade with the Orange County Sheriff Color Guard. He rode in a SWAT vehicle, and then he called me and he goes, "Hey, you want the helicopter?" I'm like, "Yes."
Wow, man, that guy knows how to put on a show. That guy's great.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you there, Jim. I appreciate you thinking of me, man. That's really a cool deal, and I'll see you there the day after tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thank you so much, Tim.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Jim Taylor.
Care,
he's the president of San Juan Capistrano Fiesta Association. His 8th year, my 2nd year. Crozier's threatening to come down. That's a cool deal. We'll just drink the whole time.
I like that idea, the Metrolink.
Yeah, right.
I was trying to figure out, man, I don't want to deal with that traffic, but I like that.
You know, if you say you at the parade, they usually, open up the streets and let you, fly around there.
Oh.
Although that's not true. I got yelled at. I was parking. I was parking in a place where I didn't know that I shouldn't be parking there. And a lady's like, "Why the hell are you parking?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with this.
Right.
Just tell me where to park."
Right, you're already kind of in a strange place, and then you get a toot from somebody. You're like, "Oh, I'm just going home." Turn around.
It really is great, though. It really is an awesome
It
parade.
sounds so cool.
Really
I love the aspect of the non-electric.
I hope
vehicles.
you can make it down, man. It's great.
Yeah.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
All right, ding dong. The city of Los Angeles is in some financial trouble. They're about $1 billion behind. $1 billion. We talked yesterday with Michael Monks about the dilemma that the city of Los Angeles is facing. So let's get a little background and then a really dumb thing that the city of LA did.
We've been reporting on the budget concerns at LA City Hall for over a year, and now we can see a real shift in Mayor Karen Bass's approach to solving it. She has gone from wanting to fill hundreds of vacancies to now calling on a comprehensive plan to save between $500 to $900 million, and she's asking these cuts to be made for the upcoming fiscal year, describing the need for sweeping reform of the city's budget. Mayor Bass is blaming in part a downward economic trend along with increased costs related to the Palisades fire. How to fix it? Bass is proposing changes to the number of city departments along with proposals to create payroll savings.
Here we go. The death spiral in Los Angeles. Take away services, which makes it, crappier to live in L.A., and then more people move out because it's not so great, and then you get less tax revenue, then you got to fire more people, then the services go down, then people don't like it, they move out, the taxes go down. It's a death spiral. It happened in San Francisco. That's exactly what happened in San Francisco. And now, L.A. might be next.
Although specifics are not yet laid out, today's announcement opens the door for major layoffs to occur.
Major layoffs. Thousands of people that take care of the roads, do the trees, pick up the trash, make sure the street lights are on, all the things that make living in the city nice. A lot of those jobs are going to go away because they wasted money.
I spoke this afternoon to the city's chief administrative officer, who will be recommending ways to help close the gap. He explained one issue the city has faced is liability claims.
The city is being sued at a much greater rate with much higher levels of judgments and settlements to the tune this year of about $320 million.
$320 million in lawsuits, the city of LA.
So that combined with what we project to be a $315 million loss of revenue.
Okay. All right. Then they did something pretty dumb. Parking tickets in LA. They're expected to lose money on parking tickets. Who loses money on giving out parking tickets? Well, the city of LA.
Anyone who's received one of these brilliant $73 citations for street cleaning knows that the pain of parking in the city of Los Angeles is no joke. That said, the city is actually losing more money on parking enforcement than it is from taking in all those citations. They're expensive and annoying, but a painful fact of city life. Nobody likes parking citations.
Right.
But now there may be a reason to dislike them even more.
The city of Los Angeles is spending tens of millions of more money each year on parking enforcement than it's actually pulling in.
Did you hear that? They're spending more on law enforcement and giving out tickets than money coming in.
From the parking tickets handed out.
John Rigardi is the managing editor of Crosstown LA, a nonprofit newsroom focusing on data-driven journalism. He's referring to this new article by Nathan Elias, who points out that over the last outpaced revenue.
We've actually been looking at data going all the way back to 2016. So we've seen a shift in time, and it has worsened over the past few years. And then we got to a situation where in the last fiscal year, there was about a $65 million shortfall between what the city took in and what it spent on parking enforcement.
So the city of LA issued $100 million in parking tickets, and it cost them $165 million to manage it. So they gave out $100 million in parking tickets, and they lost $165 million to manage it. That is why the city is in bad shape. A microcosm of how the city of Los Angeles is not working. And they're $1 billion in debt. So, I warned you. Don't live in the city of LA. If you're there forever, that's fine. You got to stay. The kids are there, go to school. You've been there for generations. I get that. But if you're just moving into LA, I would look around. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at washablesofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.